Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's a weekend. Let's start with Saturday, April the 9th. Cherish an antique day. I cherish too many antiques.
Yes, you do. And I don't really cherish
lots
any.
of junk around here that Heidi doesn't think I need. A lot of antique radios and microphones. And I could use more. National Chinese Almond Cookie Day. Ooh, I love those things. National Former Prisoner of War Recognition Day. Hats off to each and every one of you. National Name Yourself Day. If you were going to name yourself, what would you call yourself?
I don't know.
I'll let you think of that.
Jade.
Okay. All right. National Unicorn Day. National Winston Churchill Day.
Wait, what? You don't like Jade?
John and Jade instead of John and Heidi. Encourage a Young Writer Day, Sunday the 10th. National Cinnamon Crescent Day, National Farm Animals Day, and National Siblings Day for real. Now on Facebook,
whatever.
It's going to say that for like the next 9 months.
Yeah.
Siblings Day today. No, it really is Sunday the 10th of April, Siblings Day. My guest this weekend, Laura Marano, going to be chatting with her about her program, The Royal Treatment. That's on the way.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Eating leafy greens like broccoli isn't just good for you. It could help end the pandemic. Yeah. Johns Hopkins Children's Center researchers discovered a chemical found within broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables, I'm sure I nailed that, may offer potent new way to fight both COVID and the common cold. The plant-derived chemical called sulforaphane, nailed it, was able to inhibit the replication of SARS-CoV-2, the COVID virus, and other coronaviruses. Earlier studies have connected sulforaphane with cancer-preventing benefits as well. Compound is also abundant in Brussels sprouts, kale, and cabbage. So there you go.
All
Brussels
right.
sprouts, kale, cabbage, and what was the other one? Broccoli.
You like broccoli.
I'll stick with broccoli. Let's do that. That is surveys and studies and such. You can read all about it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know an Ohio therapy dog has been named the 2022 Cadbury Easter Bunny?
Oh,
Annie
cute.
Rose, an English doodle, won a national voting contest among an impressive field of candidates, including a bearded dragon, a hedgehog, and a llama. She follows in the minuscule footsteps of last year's winner, a tiny tree frog from Florida named Betty.
No.
As Cadbury's spokesbunny, Annie Rose will star in a Cadbury commercial, probably as a rabbit that clucks like a chicken. That's what they do. And then
so cute.
They also win $5,000 in prizes. Cadbury will also donate $20,000 to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. If you want a sneak peek, by the way, I've got a link to that. Check it out if you'd like. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Now, we don't know everything, but we know this. Thanks for listening this weekend.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. After repeated pandemic delays, Top Gun Maverick flying into the big screen, well, hopefully not into it, but onto it, on May the 27th, so next month. And the final pre-release trailer comes out, and we get to see Iceman.
No way.
Val Kilmer's alter ego clearly has had an eventful Navy career during the 36-year gap, but the first on-screen appearance is in this trailer that I have a link to in our show
That
notes.
is so great.
It was not much of a secret that he was going to be in it, but in 2018 they went into production. He was battling throat cancer, but he's in it, and I'm excited to see. I'm a big Val Kilmer fan. Jeopardy viewers were surprised when an unexpected glitch spoiled a recent episode's outcome. Contestants usually make the headline for their mistake or funny wrong answer. This time it was the production team that was in the spotlight. Halfway through the episode, contestants' podiums displayed their final scores. It showed contestant Jackie Kelly finished with a winning total of $28,801, while Amy Walker came in with just $1,000. Some people noticed this glitch and posted it online, and they got the last laugh.
All right, and you can imagine the wild time.
And the hijinks ensued. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. With gas prices kind of the way they've been, it comes to no surprise that somebody out there decided to take a look at what the difference would be with electric vehicles. Are they cheaper to drive in the long run? So there was a report from Vancouver's Simon Fraser University where they calculated total ownership of several electric and gas vehicles over the 8-year period that most people drive a car, apparently for 8 years. Then they calculated that you would each drive for 20,000 miles a year. They found it was going electric would save drivers a total of about $19,000. That was with gas costs at 2021 levels. If you factor in recent pump prices, they say the savings goes up to $24,000 over 8 years. That's a lot. I bet I wouldn't save that much because my car is a paid-for car with no payments.
I was just going to say, once you figure in the fact that the car that you're driving right now is probably a 1987,
no, it all
Taurus.
depends. They did it based on if you were buying a new car or if you're buying this new car. But my car is not a new car.
Exactly. We've never owned a new
right.
car.
But they did an apples-to-apples comparison. All right,
yeah.
moving on. Tim Hortons restaurant is testing a new drive-through technology in Ontario. They say it will not only get customers their order faster, it'll do it without any face-to-face interaction with staff. I don't know if I like that. Famous Canadian coffee shop testing what they call automated drive-through pickup points. How does it work? Well, there's a technology is hosted in a second drive-through lane, allowing customers to order at the same time, 2 different people. A conveyor belt moves the guest's order above the first drive-through lane to the second drive-through lane. After paying, the customer gets their order through an automated receiving box with electric doors. The first trial of the technology was launched, and you can see a video if you want to see all the details. I've got a link to it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So it's like the bank tube that goes up and over. So they're saying this allows us to help 2 people at once, but this one there would be it'd be a no touch, you wouldn't see them. It'd be you'd see them, but they'd be way over there. I don't know. Maybe someday this will be the norm, but right now it just seems weird to me.
I feel like we need interaction with
do
each
too.
other. I don't think we need less of it, so that bothers me.
And we're done with this break, so I'm going to come over there and give you a hug. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Our guest is Laura Marano. She's been in a bunch of fun movies and TV programs. She's got a new one out. Just came out recently on Netflix. Tell me about The Royal Treatment.
The Royal Treatment is a rom-com you can watch now on Netflix, and it's a movie that I not only acted in, but I actually got to produce. And so a little bit of a brag here because I'm still kind of freaking out about it. It was the #1 movie on Netflix worldwide for 2 weeks in a row, which is pretty ridiculously exciting for me. Again, I would be excited about that as an actress, but as a producer, super, super exciting. And it's a movie that, I think, it was a lot of joy to make it, and I really hoped and it seems for some people that it was a movie that gave them a lot of joy. It's about my character, Izzy, this hairstylist, ends up getting this gig to do the hair and makeup for the Livanian royal wedding of Prince Thomas, who is played by the lovely Mina Massoud, and sparks fly between Izzy and Thomas. So It's definitely my favorite subgenre of rom-com, which is the regular girl falls for the prince of made-up country. You know, like, they always also end in, like, IA. Like, you have, like, Genovia, you have Aldovia, you have Belgravia, and so now you have Livania. It's great.
I think that's just the rule. Now, you are an actress in this, you're the producer, and you've got a couple of songs in the movie, too.
It was definitely a lot of work, but I was also just such a labor of love because these are all aspects of my life and career that I very much love, right? I love acting. I love being part of the creative process from start to finish, which is essentially what you do as a producer. I'm also a bit of a control freak, so that's also very much a producer. And then music, to be honest with you, is kind of my first passion. As much as I love acting, and acting is a very much a part of my life, it really is music the thing that I've always wanted to do and always have been doing. And so to be able to have two songs in the film that everyone on the creative team, not just me, really was excited about and wanted to be in the film was very, very cool. So the first song, Dance With You, that I did with Gray, we actually sampled Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance With Somebody, which was incredibly cool to do. And yeah, I ended up having two songs that I'm so proud of in this film with two amazing artists that I am in awe of on the songs with me. And me being an independent artist, these songs have done phenomenal for me. Like, for a second, I didn't know how to say that word. I was like, phenomena. But it was truly like they have done absolutely phenomenal. Worst Kind of Hurt actually just hit 1 million streams.
Nice.
Dance With You, I think, is, on its way to 2 million streams. Worst Kind of Hurt was like in the top 40 of the most Shazam songs on Apple Music after the movie came out. So it's been Dance With You, like, was a hit the top 40 in New Zealand, the country. So it's just like been wild stuff happening with both of these songs that I'm so blown away by and so grateful. It's been amazing.
That is really, really cool. Now, one of the things that, before we go, I got to make sure we mention this. You were one of the original 5 classmates from Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? You were just a kid. So were you in 5th grade at the time? Is that truly a 5th grader?
I was in 5th grade at the time. Yeah, I was kind of the coolest, it was a very cool 5th grade moment for me in my actual 5th grade because I went to school and everyone was like, "You're on this show." And I was like, "Yep, no big deal."
No big deal. That was kind of a big deal. It was a very big deal. And then Austin and Allie on Disney, The Perfect Date, won a Teen Choice Award. You've done really, really well. Congratulations on all the success you've had so far. And I think you'll be seeing even more of it now with the royal treatment.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you again so much for having me.
Absolutely. And again, in this, you're the producer, you're the actress, you've got a couple of songs. Did you do like the craft services too? You did it all, basically.
You know what? I am honestly such a control freak that I love doing as much as possible. But it also was a lot of work, and I could not have done it without the rest of the amazing team. My mom and sister produced this with me. We had an amazing New Zealand producer. The director was incredible, an amazing post-producer. It was definitely a team effort. My music team, everyone helped make this work, which I'm very thankful for.
Well, I'm going to check it out. It's called The Royal Treatment. It's on Netflix right now. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
Absolutely. I'll throw a link to that so you can find the information, the trailer, all of that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Males of many species act like infants to woo potential mates. Apparently, men, we're not alone.
But do you know, that's That's true, though, even in people. You know how many
It is.
people I know that talk
Oh, yeah.
baby talk and they sound
Apparently.
absolutely ridiculous?
Well, just in case they're listening. We love you, though. All right, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Because the speed of Earth's rotation changes over time, a day in the age of dinosaurs was only 23 hours long. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The world's first known vending machines dispensed holy water. It was in Egypt, AD 100.
Really?
Going back to that 23-hour thing, I wonder if that's why when you get a fossil watch, it's only 23 hours on there.
Wow.
No?
Wow.
Fossil is a brand.
Yes,
and it's
it
a really
is.
Oh, okay, I'll move on.
That was
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
Super clever.
No, it wasn't. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Eiffel Tower was initially considered to be an eyesore. Its usefulness as a radio tower saved it from being dismantled in 1909. Yeah, so without radio, Eiffel Tower would have been gone.
Wow, that's
There you go.
interesting, isn't
Yeah.
it?
You're welcome, world. All right, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Heidi, what do you think of this? A survey says that almost 1/3 of people never do this at the gym. What is it?
Shower.
No, it's not that. It's something that you would typically think of when you think of somebody at a gym. The answer is sweat.
Oh.
So 1/3 of people never sweat at the gym. Do you sweat at the gym, Heidi?
I don't go to the gym,
Yeah,
John.
she doesn't turn her ringer off here either. So,
Sorry.
so when you go to the gym and work out, when you're like walking on the treadmill, do you typically do that till you're sweating, or do you not necessarily work up a sweat doing that?
Oh,
Can't you remember back
I
when
don't
the last time
sweat
we
a
did this?
ton, but I'm not a super sweaty
Here's the
person
thing,
anyway.
I sweat when I go to the gym, but I also sweat just walking to my car. So it doesn't really take much from me. That is your question of the day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Auction House Sotheby's expects to fetch up to $551,000 for an unusual item. A receipt for a piece of invisible art by French artist Yves Klein.
Invisible art.
Listen here, Klein sold numerous pieces of imaginary art, which he dubbed zones of immaterial pictorial sensibility. In exchange, pure gold, and issued receipts to the buyers. The receipt is now up for auction April 6th, so it's already been sold. I wonder. The date on it, by the way, December 7th, 1959. The auction house said those receipts are rare today because Klein invited buyers to participate in a ritual that involved burning the receipt and throwing half of the gold into the Seine River in order to make the buyer the definitive owner of the conceptual artwork. What?
This is insane.
But, well, that's why it landed here. It's today's weird news, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Here are some self-help books that didn't sell very well. I don't think these are real. If at first you don't succeed, lower your standards. This was submitted to me. I don't think any of these are real. Overcoming your superstitions in 13 easy steps.
13.
Another title for a self-help book that didn't sell very well. How to Stop Shoplifting Books. How to Run from Your Problems and Avoid Responsibilities. I'd buy that. Garfunkel's Guide to Being the Popular One. You got the wrong self-help book. You can't do anything right. Oh, can't you do anything right? That's the title, supposedly.
Oh, that's not
No.
nice.
How about another one here? Counting to 10 in 10 easy steps. Gaining that last 10 pounds easily. Okay. I could write that book. improving your grammar. And then your is spelled wrong. And finally, have you considered just giving up? Again, titles of self-help books that didn't really sell. I don't think they're real. Thanks for listening to The List.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. This is an anonymous quote, which always baffles me. These witty, whimsical little things that people, for whatever reason, took the time to jot down, but nobody jotted down who said it. Isn't that just weird?
It is.
It's like, I'm going to write that quote down. Maybe they said before they said it, hey, don't quote me on this, but have you ever heard somebody say that?
I have.
Yeah, that's probably where anonymous quotes come from. Okay, here's the quote. The worst part of online shopping is having to get up and get your credit card from your purse.
I agree with that completely.
Well, I've never had to do that for 2 reasons. First of all, I don't do online shopping. And second of all, I don't have a purse. All right, quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
Time now for some good news brought to you by radiotravelgroup.com. Parents of students at an Indiana elementary school say they received some unexpectedly hilarious photos after green screens
I saw this.
were used for school picture day on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. Oh, so funny.
These were shared online, and it is making people smile one click at a time. If you've not seen them yet, you can find the link on our page, johnandheidishow.com. If you scroll down to the bottom of the show notes today, you'll see it there. It's under Good News. Amanda Snow, whose son Oliver attends Sugar Grove Elementary School, sent her son Oliver to school for Picture Day wearing a dark green shirt. Oliver also wore a hoodie that is partially green. And she says, so he turned into the fence. He had lime green shorts on, so the dark green shirt was more transparent and the background comes through. And he had a green mohawk, but that's completely gone. After posting about it in a Facebook mom group, other parents shared their photos of their children's torsos similarly disappearing into the background due to the green clothing. You would think somebody taking these photos would have thought this through.
Well, the people running the camera should have known.
Yeah, and if they were going to do this on St. Patrick's Day, you can have a blue screen as well. It doesn't have to be a green screen.
It's just
it's
hilarious.
The same thing. It's a chroma key, I think is what they call it.
And I wouldn't even have asked for new pictures. I would have kept those.
So, here's my son. Whoa, what happened to him?
It's fantastic.
It's a long story, but just enjoy it. Did you ever have a bad,
oh my goodness, all of mine were bad photos.
Mine were usually bad, but my worst one, I think it was 5th grade or 4th grade. It was elementary school. I had fallen off the monkey bars and skinned up my face pretty good. And it was like a week later we had school photos. There's a photo of all the pictures of us, and here's John. We're like, what happened to him? Looked like I'd been in an accident. So, all right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.